Apple has been widely reported over the weekend to be killing iTunes. What does it mean for podcasting? Nothing, because you're on Apple Podcasts, not on iTunes. So what else will they announce at WWDC? Well, Apple Podcasts went on the web in April this year, but there's no front page for this experience yet, but there is an unusual error. Is it moving to the web fully this week with a proper front page and a method of subscribing? Here's more wilder speculation in the Apple Podcasts page code. There's mention of requires subscription for episodes and price equals free. Now, is this a paid-for subscription service or just Apple using a modified version of a web schema? It's probably the latter, but who knows? Our editor, that's me, wrote Podcasting, What Apple Should Do Next in March, recommending Apple adds paid subscription services, an Android app, and proper, robust APIs. I wonder how many of those ideas will materialize. In other news, the Tim Ferriss Show is trying a new experiment. No ads, no sponsors, just a donation model. A blog post explains why. We link to it from our show notes and our newsletter today. Podcast Brunch Club, like Book Club, but for podcasts, published its June listening list. The theme is Understanding China, and the playlist includes 4 episodes that get into the country's history, economy, and culture. The London International Awards, long-running advertising awards, have added podcasting as a separate competition this year, and Podcast One have revealed their Spring 2019 slate. It's a Monday, so it's Opinion Day. It's time for a podcast creation tool from Apple, says website 9to5Mac. It's now time, they say, for Apple to simplify the podcast creation experience. And Nick Hilton writes about his first year running a podcast production company, and he notes that the market is shaping up to be much less indie, much less countercultural, much less innovative going forward. Good. In podcasts, a new podcast from Labour spin doctor Alistair Campbell, football, feminism and everything in between. His comedian daughter Grace Campbell is also a co-host. The Very Important Podcast is a branded podcast from air freshener Airwick, featuring both hosts and guests sitting on the toilet. Classy. How to Build a Dating App is a new podcast from a company building their own dating app, and Molly of Denali is a new action-packed adventure for kids rooted in native storytelling.